disable the Atlas before we left for the skies. They said it would be cruel to leave it alone to die. So we're going to ask it if it wants to live. Thanks for the choice. Hello everyone, The Ranks is here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. Episode 234, where we just finished cleaning up this freighter wreck. A really neat looking freighter too. You can see it has these large wing sections over there, and this big front section. Pretty neat freighter, but unfortunately we did not get any frigate upgrade modules, as they're proving to be incredibly rare. Look at that cloud. Very rare indeed, but we do have our ship, the Hobarazu's Limitless Prospector, that we picked up. And I think what we're going to do is, I wasn't going to charge the shield, but I don't want to get jumped, as, let's take a look. This system that we're in is actually, yes, conflict level at level 3. It is. This system is at war. And lo and behold, I feel quite certain with my luck, as you've been watching this channel, you surely know, if I try to take off without a deflector shield, I'm toast. So we're just going to go ahead and repair it. It costs hardly anything, and it is going to add value back to the ship for when it's time to sell it. Now, honestly, I'm tempted to repair some of these other things. I'm just not sure if it ends up being worth it. So if we look at our... Oh, look at this. We have tons of chromatic metal. So we're just going to keep processing all of this on our personal refiner there. That's great. I think we will fix a couple things in our ship here. Activated copper. Ooh. So you do need activated materials for stuff. We can fix this exploded panel. Sure. That's pretty simple. Chromatic metal wiring looms, pugnium platinum, chromatic metal, all things we have a lot of. It's just going to end up being more money. This is 350 chromatic metal. We're swimming in that right now. Paraffinium and pugnium. I don't know if I want to spend... Yep, this is all a little bit of things that we have. Containment failure. You know what, I think before we fix anything else, let's actually get up and see what the ship is going to sell for. And then we can get a good idea of whether or not it's even worth it to repair these things. Oh, this ship, oh, this ship flies like a big metal box. Has no maneuverability. Whoa, let's straighten out here. All right, to the space station. Right after we... Oh, that's pretty cool and all, except we're right in the middle of all these asteroids, so, you know. The dark side of the planet. Ooh, look at that. I think in the analysis that I've done of some of my previous thumbnails, it seems like the thumbnails that perform the best are of planets and moons and suns kind of eclipsing the horizons of each other. So we're gonna look for some opportunity to do those. We're gonna do a little experiment. I do still like my pictures, my landscapes on the ground, and like this, these rings, and yeah. We'll just get a couple like that. There's our black hole we're gonna go through, but not yet. First thing is first, let's sell the Hobarazu's Limitless Prospector and see what kind of money we get. Okay. So, let's make sure we have lots of vacant inventory space, if at all possible. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. That heat capacitor is just kind of holding up a spot there. Cargo, we've got 6 more. We're going to do these just to occupy them so that all of the extra items are going to be over there, and then these viscous fluids, this living slime, we're going to clear these out because I don't know if it gives me... I hate to do that, but I don't hate it, but I'm not sure if it's going to give me things if my inventory is full, or if it's just going to say, oh, you didn't have room to hold those items, so we're going to get rid of them. So I'm going to move the dihydrogen there. That gives us as much space as possible for salvaging all of this. I would like to melt my ship into scrap. Oh, 500,000 units. Okay, 595,000 units. That's a good identifier. Ooh, look at that transport ship. Oh, that's a pretty one. Too bad there's no reason to have these anymore. No, that's pretty neat, but we're going to be on the lookout for exotic ships moving forward. And we're going to start upgrading them to be really epic. Okay, so 595, and we're going to fix... What's an easy one? Burnout compressors, probably pretty easy. I'd like to do the corroded tanks, but... Melted fuel cell... Nope, let's do the scorched plating, because this is only low numbers. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Now let's see what they offer us. So for one repaired panel, the price goes up to... Ugh, it didn't go up at all. Lame. Okay, well then there's no point at all in repairing anything above and beyond. We should have done that experiment first. Yes. Destroy it, please. Thank you. All right. Let's come over here and let's sell some of these modules that we don't need anymore. Yeah, some B-class modules. That's just free nanites. Any S-class modules? Hyperdrive, infraknife, phase beam. Infraknife, huh? I don't know. Dare we put that? Do we start updating our fighter to be outfitted with every weapon? That sounds like a fun, exciting thing, but I don't necessarily want to do that just yet, so we're gonna hold off. I got excited for a minute. I'm like, exotic ship? No, it's our exotic ship. And my least favorite one at that. Gosh, I have half a mind to disintegrate this thing. Let's just take a peek, you know, and just for science, we're gonna see what exactly this thing is worth here. What are you trying to tell me? Is there's something over here? Sales Gek trying to sell me some kind of multi-tool? Just trying to tell me there's... Well, okay, let's look at the Galactic Trade Terminal first. So we're going to sell a handful of cogs. And yeah, spool of nano cables, reinforced piping. Sure, we're going to get rid of all this stuff here. Quantum accelerator. Adios. Okay, that wasn't a bad way to make 500,000 units. If we would have saved our resources that we started repairing stuff with, it would have been better. What are you doing with that thing? The warrior seems furious with themselves. They slam their multi-tool onto a nearby surface, pulling the trigger again and again to no avail. Gra, pathetic warrior, weak-minded warrior, weapon, ammunition, and agjog. Their weapons systems look functional, but the end result is nothing more than a hollow and empty click. The life form howls in self-loathing. Well, they want ammunition, so we'll just give them ammunition. Ensign Arub, a handful of ammunition. The fire returns to their eyes, and they bow deeply. Barking happily, they offer me a gift in exchange. Oh, an S-class blaze javelin module for a handful of projectile ammunition. Whoa, you should know what the worth is of what you have. And why did you change your little... Visited. Oh, look, it tells you that you visited them. How interesting. Let's see what we have back here in the Atlas Pass version 3 door, because we never come back here. Well, a little bit of reputation with the Viking, sure. Health, I think we're full. Yeah, let's see what this repeat breach is about. Hello, world. The Atlas has created the simulation of its own world. I think we've seen this one. Its entire existence in an attempt to witness its own impending death. It wishes to show me its past and its future. Yeah, let's perform the diagnostic. Alone. I tell it that we are leaving this world and that it will remain here. The Atlas does not seem to understand. Tell the Atlas it has served us faithfully, but that it has been replaced. All machines are in time. It knows this. It assisted with its own miniaturization, its own replication. The others? They wanted me to disable the Atlas before we left for the skies. They said it would be cruel to leave it alone to die. So we're going to ask it if it wants to live. Thanks for the choice. I ask the Atlas if it wants to live. It is silent again. As I move to leave, it speaks, its voice full of static. It asks for a final gift. It wishes to live. If it can remember me, it asks for a copy of my own mind. Yeah. I ask why it does not just simulate me. It does not answer, and I feel almost sorry for the thing. I do as it asks, allowing it to scan me. The Corvus stutters as we do. I leave, and the Atlas is alone. Okay, well then there's that. You have planets held up in your hand. And now you have nothing held up in your hand. What is up with that? I feel like you're trying to indicate to me your mission. I wanted the mission that had the frigate held up. Okay, well I don't know what that's all about, so we're just going to leave it be. S-class phase, or blaze javelin. Oh, blaze javelin. I was thinking phase beam. Blaze javelin. Yeah, that's not really as important. Okay, well, I don't know why. I read blaze javelin. I know I read it multiple times, and my brain said phase beam, and I was like, oh, we'll need that for some of our other ships. But alas, we will not. So let's just sell. Thank you. I'll take all those nanites. Okay, I think we'll take the defeat of the moon back to our freighter at this point. Magnetized ferrite. Now, I'm sorry I did not write down the name of this person, but somebody told me in the comments that if a cargo pod doesn't have anything listed, that's because it's going to give out a frigate upgrade module. But that's a little ridiculous, because that means this would be quite a few of them here. I wish there was a way to just buy them. I don't necessarily want to start attacking these capital ships, because then that's going to lower my reputation with the Viking, and I'm just not into space piracy. Not my thing. I'd much rather find the stuff. That's just my 2 cents. But before we go through the black hole of this system, we are going to do a little bit of cleanup work on our capital ship here. I don't like how that visor occluded my vision. And of course, none of our other ships are here. Of course. It looks like we have one coming in for landing. A bulky exploration ship. Oh, look at that! The Sword of Gravity. Oh, that's a neat looking exploration craft. A-class. Unnecessary, though, ultimately. Unnecessary. Now, we want some exotic ships. Wow, they're spilling in. Wachugo's Deadly War Spear. That's a neat looking fighter, though. Small C-class that it is, it's pretty neat looking. Okay, let's leave all that be. What we need to do wait a minute. Wait a second. What's going on here? Perhaps you need our assistance. Cargo. An air of weary authority clearly marks this being as the freighter's captain. I boarded the wrong freighter. Of course I did. Let's just take a look at their freighter. So they have, yeah, they have lots of extra technology slots and not a lot of inventory, but if we compare, we're just going to compare, yeah, not even close. Even if you don't count this, the inventory alone, yeah, big difference. So we boarded the wrong freighter. You know, in my first indication, if I had been paying closer attention, my first indication would have been that all of these other ships were flying in. Now, sadly, the game softened me up to the idea that this could have been mine, except for the external appearance, because sometimes our ships are not present on our freighter. I'm just like, how did I fly onto this ship and not realize that it wasn't mine? It's not nearly... yeah, exactly. Pretty significant difference. I wish we could color code our fleet or even change the paint job on our freighter. Look at that. It's like a rainbow of a prismatic spectrum of different paint jobs. That's okay. I just want my fleet to all have the same paint job. I don't mind that if we're gonna have different colored frigates, and I want my capital ship to sort of have a rainbow prismatic sort of... Oh. Why are you doing that? Oh, it's because we're near the rings. Yeah, here's all of our damage potential. Oh, look, it tells me the core damage. 248, 397. Hold on. 232, 397, 235. 192. So the core shield is lower. Oh, this is a great tool. 259, 397. Maneuverability seems to be the same for all of these. 201 core, 182 core. Wow, so the core shield for the exotics is much higher than the core shield for the fighter, but the core damage for my fighter seems to be higher than all of these other ships by a significant margin. But they do not have high hyperdrive ranges. 353, 397 is where we're at. But the core hyperdrive range for my exploration craft is 997, and I can't help but think that perhaps we want to keep this exploration craft for that reason. That's a pretty big hyperdrive jump. So we've got 3 hyperdrive modules, right? And 3 hyperdrive modules here. And we have the emergency hyperdrive. Perhaps we need to hold on to our exploration craft for the time being. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so now that we are for sure on board our own frigate, good night. Let's look at changing some things around. So we'll put this heat capacitor in storage, and I think we'll hold on to these warp cells, and then our cargo. We're going to get our cargo back straightened out here. Yep, about like that. I kind of liked that. Actually, we'll do it like that. And then we need our chromatic metals over here, so let's go do that. Should still be, yep, we're gonna process that cadmium into the next bracket. And we're gonna process this emerald into 3 grand, and then the same with the indium. Right, that's probably good. Now, go to our personal refiner. We still have quite a bit of activated emerald we need to purge out. And then look at this. Why is this painted blue? Yeah, leave it in the normal little silver hallways. Now, I don't think they're going to let us place these large refiners this close together anymore, so I'm hesitant to pull these up. We do have an extra one over here. Did we leave anything in this one? We did not. Okay, you're removed. And then what? This is our storage hallway here, right? And the personal refiner is just trucking along. I think we have, what? We have 1 expedition now that we need to check on, because we didn't send any extras out, because we had 1 that still had not returned. Yep. So let's go ahead and debrief this commander from the Long Fleet expedition. And let's see, we're going to get, some magnetized ferrite, some money, some indium, more money, albumin, pearl, activated emerald, money, neural ducts, and money. I'm happy for the money. That's actually quite a bit. Salvaged frigate module. The sleeper reward, the most valuable one. Deployed matter dredge in Rutul Exoi system. Harvested 420 tons of usable stellar matter. We need some more of that. We got uranium, pearls, money, activated indium, or emerald, superoxide crystal, some grantine, some activated copper. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. That was a balanced expedition. Balanced expedition. Okay, well, I think we'll break some more of this down in the oxygen, and then a lot of this is just going to be sell. Put that in the storage container. This will be sell that. I think we're just going to sell that as is. We'll put that into storage. We'll put the uranium into storage. Right, and all of that's going to be a sell. All right. From here, we're still creating a lot of chromatic metal in our back pocket here. And copper, we're fully and well maxed out on copper, so here's your activated emerald. Continue processing, please. Thank you much. Magnetized ferrite. We are really maxed out on magnetized ferrite. I don't want to hold on to that. Sorry, I know that's, sorry, not sorry, actually. I know that's a little wasteful, but good night. Some things just are not worth my time. I mean, it's true that time is money, and when you end up having, you know, almost 500 million units, it's very easy to just deem some things as not worth it. Not worth the time it would take to break it down. Let's go to the freighter inventory. That's what I'm looking for. There's half a mil, almost a quarter of a mil. Another half. 54,000, sure. We'll sell this activated copper. That's 90. Some of these are pretty good. Hot ice is half a mil. I mean, great. Look at that. Nice and empty. So while everything is refining, there's a little lip there obstructing me. I've got to hop over. A couple of them. All right, Navigator Arzama. I was going to say, we have a Korvax capital ship. That was my first clue that we had problems once I got inside. Ooh, some good ones. 3-star for 4,600 light years, but it's a discovery expedition. Wah, wah. Ooh, there you go. 4,500 on a balanced. Let's handle the discovery first. This one's going to be kind of important. Look at all these S-class ships. That's getting to be very good. We'll go exploration. 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 Support. And combat. Oh, yeah. They've got it covered. And 800 tons of fuel. That's quite a bit, but we're going to do it. Pew! There you go. All right, now we'll do the... Oh, and these are all industrial. Interesting. We'll do the balanced next. And I think we'll just... combat, support, trade, industrial, exploration. Yeah. Perfect. We'll send our low-ranking ones on these long expeditions. Hopefully they get lots of experience. Let's see, this one's an industrial that's kind of long. So we'll go industrial, industrial. And then where can we pull some more industrial use from? This combat, this support, and maybe a trade? That looks like that meets the expectations of that launch. This is another 2-star industrial. Maybe this A-class, exploration, trade, combat, support. Ooh. That one could actually be a little better. Or we'll just equip them with mineral compressor, maybe ×2. Oh, we don't have 2. Let's see what it takes to make some more mineral compressors, because 1 cobalt mirror. That shouldn't be that difficult to make, right? Yeah, we have tons of that. Let's make sure it's still cobalt mirror. Why are you doing that to me? There we go. Let's try it again. It's nice being able to make those frigate upgrades. See, now this says difficulty rating 2-star. But then once I queued up ships, the difficulty rating went up. How interesting. We'll send combat, industrial, exploration, trade, support. I mean, we're treating it like a mixed mission, right? And then we'll go mineral compressor, mineral compressor, mineral compressor. I mean, sure. I want to be 1-star over. We're only sending 1 industrial galleon on an industrial mission. Something boosted the difficulty rating, so 250 tons of fuel. That's an easy decision, though. Okay, and this one. See, we just have the 1 industrial ship. Now we do have 2. Hold on. This one. Support, trade, combat, industrial. Oh, jeez. I should have sent this on the other one. That's fine. That's fine. What good is having these frigate upgrades if you don't make them and use them, you know? So these two are the ones that come from Sentinels. Sodium diode.
Product constructed. Product constructed.
I'm not sure of the actual sodium diode in gold, cobalt mirror in gold. Okay, so we're using some of our gold in our cargo to do that, but yeah, we're swimming in resources. All the fleet command rooms are busy. Has prepared an expedition for my fleet. No, wait a second. Hold on. We're going to conduct a little experiment here by building one more fleet command room. Thank you much. There. Now I would like you to explain to me that I don't have the room for an extra expedition, because I think you just don't have any expeditions to give. Navigator Arzama has mapped all known stars in this region of space. The following routes have been optimized for successful fleet operations. Oh, yeah, exactly. It's done. It's all done. Okay. You faked me out there. You really had me going there, Navigator. Sold. Okay. Now we have a hall. This is our command section here. This hallway bridges to our main storage area. All of these little storage rooms here. This is sort of the freight section. And there is a lot of storage going on here. I'm not even sure why some of these things haven't grouped together, but yeah. We're going to have to organize all of this at some point. Look at all of these extra things that we have kicking around. Oh my goodness. Warp hypercores just floating around in storage. Look at all this money in the bank. That's 78 million right there on that fusion igniter. Sticky honey, in quotes. Yikes. And look at all these, like, half filled out food items. Okay. Why are you duplicating stuff like that? I don't like how that's happening. Okay, one fermented fruit. Come on. That's uncalled for. Get that out of here. Did it just throw everything in here? There's other storage we're going to have to consolidate a lot of this stuff. I don't think that level of inventory management is going to be exciting to watch. Potentially it would be for some, but look at this. Look how much storage space we have now. This is insane. That's a storage augmentation. That's not even the frigate upgrade module. Fire berries, Regis grease. We need to get all of our cooking items together. We need to build a galley. Oh, that's what we need. We need a galley. We need a greenhouse. We need a few different things. Well, I think it's safe to say that we are due for a capital ship cleanup episode where we get all of this stuff dealt with and put together. I mean, after all, this is our portable base. It should be our home away from home. Right now, everything is... Actually, this one looks like it's good to go. Everything is just kind of thrown all over the place, and, you know, we need to clean it up. We do. We've refined our oxygen. I guess that means we're going to have to get this refinery area situated because it's not going to let us keep it this way. I mean, if I had to guess, I think we can get pretty extensive, though, with all of this. So, let's see if we have ladders that come up, and then this. So we have this passageway here. Right, this is down sort of below everything. And this is, yes, this is original area with the freighter. Right, and we kept a lot of this for one reason or another. Dihydrogen jelly. Really? You know I'm just gonna process you here really quick, thanks. I don't know if we need to hold on to any of this. In fact, I think as cool as all of this default stuff is, this is not for me. And we're just going to start to remove it. I have a much better plan for all of this. Look at that. Make sure we get our little decorations off the walls. Each little one is worth something. And then this hallway is empty. Just gonna hold on to these resources here. There you go, get rid of that. So now, let's give ourselves a nice, fresh, clean slate over here. And then this hallway, actually, will be changed into a straight hallway. Thank you. And the paint, we're going to go with the same yellowy sort of, this is on your way to construction. And this is on your way to the command deck. Now I like having the command section over here. The connector to storage, I think this is sound. Just having an array of storage over here. Ideally, let's see, this is going to connect to something that goes down here. Or we go up to another level. I think long-term storage is nice, but I don't necessarily want to build stuff there to operate at the long-term storage. That's not what it's for. Look at all this little stuff we've picked up that we need to sort now. And it didn't put it in our high-capacity inventory for some reason. Ooh, we're full on silver. Oh, well. And the dihydrogen, which I'm guessing we moved to the freighter, we're going to go ahead and hold on to at this point. So I think we'll start processing silver into platinum. Because it's hard to come up with a reason not to. There you go. Requested operation unavailable. I'm pretty sure it needs, what? Oxygen. That makes paraffinium. That's interesting. It's been a while since I've set this stuff up to know where it goes. I think if it's condensed carbon, no. It must be gold. If you mix silver with gold, you get platinum. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I don't really want to run out my gold, though. We don't really have a lot of extra gold. So I'll review what we can do with the silver. I'll have to review the chart. See what's available there. Get our chromatic, or our other colored stellar metals here. Fill out our little periodic table. We can always run this activated indium for more copper, or for more chromatic metal rather, but I don't really think we need more chromatic metal. Instead, I'm thinking we're just gonna sell it. It's bound to be worth something. Oh, 694,000 units. Sold to the highest bidder. Okay, well, that being said, I think that's probably a good place to wrap up this episode. And yeah, we've got some work to do, but I think we're gonna get this place looking pretty stellar. That'll be next episode. Until then, take care.